And you can see, they can quickly know that there's no quick rotation coming over from Made in Thailand. Therefore, Team Secret, with their aggression, looking to push forwards here. It is Wannafly. Oh, very, very aggressive here. Wannafly able to find 2 heads with his Headhunter, and that instantly opens things up the site for Team Secret.
That's actually all you need. As long as you bring it down to a 3 versus 3, it becomes winnable. Sure, the odds aren't in your favor because that spike is down, but it becomes much easier. And for Made in Thailand as well, having all the utility available for the breach is going to make this retake seem fairly palatable, to be honest.
It's going to get a bit interesting here, seeing how this retake commences with the Neon as well with the breach. There is a flash available, but the breach will quickly fall, and it's all down to Beta, all by himself. What can you do? Oh, what a turnaround, 90-degree turn, and gets himself the kill as well as a round for Made in Thailand.
There you go.
Only 2 angles of attack are going to be approached, and primarily it's going to be from the heavens, right? Perfect paranoia, perfect follow-up with a fault line, but Can Do is concussed as he tries to dash in onto the site. Dispenser quick to shut him down, and Dubstep is looking to join in on the fray, allowing nothing for Myth here. Team Secret look to be on top and look to deny every sort of space accountability here for Myth. And Alone Feels will try and fill in the gap that has been created with the death of his teammates, and will quickly fall straight after that. Say that Team Secret's lineup, considering has a lot of versatility on post parts, right? Can they play both aggressively, both kind of backwards as well?
I mean, hey, on the topic of aggression, look at that from Kadoom. Yeah, I reckon exactly that. And oh my God, Kadoom! He is hungry for some kills, and I tell you what, Myth, they are happy to oblige him. They set him up, they line him up to take one. Jesse gets that opening, and it falls down to the 2v3 retake, because the Killjoy still has the swarm grenades available.
It's looking clean by Made in Thailand.
30 seconds left.
Looking clean indeed. Dispenser on a one-man journey. Looking to move forwards. Ah, there you go. That's one. At least 1 kill has to kind of spend the credits for it. But yeah, this is Made in Thailand taking a stand, you know, giving us reasons why this is their own map pick. But Hunter's Fury enabled on a pistol round. Okay. This means that there's a good potential for them to turn this even forwards, especially if they're able to gain any more weapons out of that trade. They have definitely got on the space. If you look, the A site is completely open. The fight in mid goes in favor of Kungarid, which means it stabilizes the defense for just a little bit longer. Still, trades do commence. No. Finding it off of one of the fallen players of Made in Thailand. The Rolling Thunder will be utilized very, very early, and it only catches 1 out of the players, which means the long position can be taken in consideration when it comes to denying this defuse. Already Kungarid has to fall. Very aggressive there from Beta, but it stops it to get it done. Team Secret.
Team Secret, it's a change. It's going to be their first hit to see, and for Beta, his Jubilee game and a chance to be tested.
That is such a fast push. The fault line is perfect, but the paranoia is even better. Flat, oh, it's going to be a TP away, but Kungarid is left behind. Now he's paranoid, and there's an aftershock right after him. That could be his downfall. Borkum is the one to find the entry, but look how quickly Made in Thailand have rotated. All 3 players are here, and they're able to line shots up against Team Secret. What a conversion by Myth.
Lambs to the
intro round, a very important round for Myth to win. Kungarid is pushing this. He's pushing this. Who does this? Kungarid! Just too far out of his depth there without any support, ends up falling. And that means that Team Secret have got a massive advantage here, again with pistols, again with the Blaze paying dividends.
For Kungarid, if he made that work, the round's over. But the fact he falls down means Team Secret really put this back into consideration.
They're pushing from Garage this time around. They're trying to line things up here, but it's a simple trade. And when you have the numbers here, Team Secret seem to come out on top. Recon into the dark cover, trying to spare the Coloss. Updraft and Blades, but no. Touched once again, but it's just so many players. There is a world where that... So far. Aldron used to clear out long, but the rest of them use the underground passage to get forwards. Dubstep, updraft as well onto the box together with a Cloudburst. Kadoom is unspotted and runs away with 2 before he loses his own life. Oh, that was ever so quick by Myth. Now Team Secret have slowed things down a bit. Stepped back a notch.
I love it. I was going to say, this is the first operator we're actually seeing invested from Myth as well. The fact they're able to get that kill and then rotate it to the correct position is just perfect.
What a read. And they haven't even gained space yet. Holds its ground, but...
Brave.
Tracy Vash able to keep things going here. Hunter's Fury also opening things up as Borkum aggresses. That's clear ground control.
So much to work with now. The one thing that matters is how can you utilize it.
Well, Wits is definitely waiting for that aftershock to use as soon as the lockdown is placed, but Dubstep with a double kill straight out of nowhere. No idea where that came from as well. Kungared looking to deal with a back line. It seems it's just all too much. Dubstep is throwing everything right now for his team. Low on health, but it doesn't seem to phase him. Alone Fields will try and hold on for just a little more. The aftershock is in place, but Wits is there to stop him. Look to push very far forward. Concussion in within the smoke, and it's the pistol shot through it to find a headshot. Dispenser out of this round. And yeah, the rotations are very, very slow from Team Secret. The spike is being planted. Borkum is all by himself. No idea how that just happened. Bit of miscommunication, perhaps. Players left behind, trying to stop these rotations. Dubstep looking to push forwards as JC Vash as well gets one of his own, but it's Dubstep is finding it so hard to push, looking to get that headshot, but it's just not connecting. It's just down to Wits now, up against the two of Made in Thailand. Doesn't quite know there's one in the corner, but finds another nevertheless. Beta, all that remains, and the new player of Made in Thailand. You have to consider as well, Team Secret are doing a lot of thinking on the fly here, right? This is a lineup from Myth they weren't expecting and couldn't really have anticipated, and they're finding it really tough. A lot of damage on the Myth side earlier on, and the weapons of Team Secret completely shut down. What is this?
This is ruthless aggression, Pavlov.
They're going to attack from all angles and make this ever so tough for Team Secret. Without a controller, this is near impossible. Rolling Thunder comes in as soon as a spike has been touched, denying it for just a little longer, and it's straight out into the open. And now, they'll just make their appearance. Beta just comes in from the sideline. They try and get on that spike, but try is all they can. A lot of kills do go to Secret's side, but it's the win for...
They also have the option for the flank to come from Jesse Vash, but it may not matter, frankly, because Myth are just so well equipped. They're so well prepared for this. Kadoom's just going wild. He's on a rampage, Pavlos.
Keep in mind, he's alone on site. He doesn't have any support.
Doesn't need it.
He's just holding it all by himself. JC Vash, he's scared to get onto the flank. It's taking him forever. Okay, finally Kadoom falls. Okay, finally JC Vash has waited long enough to get one. But Bella quickly turns around. As soon as Dubstep tries to get on site and get the defuse, he gets denied. Why not?
Everyone loves an upset, don't they? And right now for Kadoom, he's looking to deliver.
Overdrive enabled as well. Doesn't check the right-hand side in time. And it seems to be favorably traded for Myth here. That's all you need. Although Wits does find one within the midst of that madness. It's the C angle completely taken over by Made in Thailand. Wow. I think we're all in awe. We're all in awe of what we've just seen.
Let's see, going on to Ascent. Can we see the continuation of Chaos, though?
Yeah, well, continuation of Chaos is exactly what we'll be seeing, and Kadoom is in charge of it. He loves Chaos, he thrives in it, and puts Made in Thailand on top in this series.
Pavlos, this man is a god. But the defense is really going to be something to sort of boast about here. Look at this huge push through B main.
Very, very aggressive from Made in Thailand, straight from the defense. Oh, you love to see it, because Team Secret didn't know what was coming to them. But they do move over to the A site, right? That is where most of their players were lying towards. And I think Made in Thailand, with those 2 picks, will be happy to go for the retake.
You're absolutely right. And with the plant going down, 3 versus 5 retake, look how most of Myth have actually just funneled through tree, which means that being able to outflank Team Secret here could be perfect.
Oh, Dubstep's actually going very aggressive himself. So is Wits. They've gained so much control. They've taken so much space onto the up and heaven side. But Dubstep will eventually fall, and it's all down to JC Vash. A one-man army. Everybody's low, though, so if he's able to try to get them one by one, maybe there's a chance. But that is also very true. That is also very true. But Made in Thailand will be very happy about it if it ends up happening. But for now, they have themselves a bonus round to deal with it. Actually, no, it's a force up by Team Secret. So, yeah, no, it's looking pretty strong for them so far. Trading equally, not even that. They're trading favorably. And now Wits here has got a flash to try and keep them back for a little bit longer. And it's all working out because Dispenser wants to join in on that fight. He loves brawls, and he just instantly utilized, but also instantly shut down. I believe Fragment may have been thrown right at it. But the Nanoswarms aren't stopping them. They're actually pushing through. Kadoom gets one and shown his alone fills. And they're not getting traded either. They're simply just shooting heads right now. And there's nothing Team Secret can do. Alone fills is feeling it. And Kungared will be putting
up. So there really is a lot of utility coming up for Team Secret here.
Well, Nightfall will come across that A site. I think Kungarid is able to avoid it, therefore, fully aware of his surroundings, but doesn't have the ability to use any of his abilities, but he runs away with 2 before he actually gets killed himself. Unfortunately for him, the resurrection will come through back from Wits. But it's still a 3-on-3. Kadoom is here to fight, but unable to do so. It's chaos. No utility needs to be used when people just want to use their guns. They just want to shoot everybody down. Kungarid does whiff in the end of things, which means Team Secret are gaining. But no rotation has come through, so I think they may have gotten away with it. Dropping back a little bit, which may give room for Dubstep to move in. They know there's presence nearby. Oh, sees the alarm bot to the left, but says, no, there's a player to the right. I'm going to shoot him first for good reason. Bet onto the back line, holding his own line. But look at the reinforcements from Kungarid. Kadoom is also joining on that fray. Made in Thailand are so quick on the rotates today. Dispenser, there's nothing you can do about it. Brought down to 1 HP, but now replenishing himself. 12 seconds, and up against the 3. That simply aligns up. Does manage to nestle a headshot in there, but that's all it is, because they never give any of these calls to sort of anti-strike. But now onto the A site they go. Night falls, and some of their sensors are no more. Dubstep with a sideline, finds himself the blades to use. Bokum with the entry, finally Dubstep falls, but it's still a 2v4, and it's Team Secret with clear advantage. It may be a little bit more methodical, but let's look at Dubstep's push.
So
aggressive. Both sides. Oh, the panic. All right, he gets it in the end. Why not? Okay, Cosmic Divide allowing them to push through, but look at the back line of things. Alone Fields is all by himself. He's literally alone and will end up dying without trading anything out. Team Secret winning on every single trade. Kadoom just peeks out deeper, but holding that angle alone is simply a lot of space granted. Kadoom wants to go in for more. Seized in place, wants to go for the trade, but it seems JC Vash will come out on top of it. Look at the mid placement as well. Look how far they want to move into this. Beta's all by himself, has to do it all by himself, but unable to do so. Mid-stop coming through from Borkum. Immaculate. Team Secret will be clearly winning this, but look at this buy round. Very fast, very quick. Look at Dubstep already on site, but it's Beta again in this position. He always holds this, but he always gets a kill. So influential. Finally, he does have reinforcements as well. Team Secret try to hold on, but now it's all down to Dispenser. He has no spike, he has no... Yeah, Dispenser needs this kill. If he doesn't get it, then they'll be in trouble, because then they'll be low in numbers when it comes to this retake. Kadoom finds another, which makes things even more difficult for Made in Thailand. Look at the backstab, but Bokum covers it. Still in contention, 10 seconds, but plenty of time to get that spike down.
This is such a huge polarity as to how Made in Thailand were playing Haven. They were so quick on Haven. Now look at the change.
And the wraparound again is also it's quick. Team Secret want to get onto their case quickly. Fragment to the back end of things to assist them in, but they don't have a flash drive. This is going to have to be a dry peak, and it's going to have to be dry kills. Dispenser able to trade it out, but Gravity well into the center of things as Alone Fields is isolated. Team Secret with a banger of a Vash somehow makes it out of that one. Throws a seize in place as well, but won't hold them in place for too long. Dispenser out into the open, wanna fight, looking to entry. They see JC Vash with not a chance. Made in Thailand did force, and perhaps it may be for a good reason.
It's the same trap that Team Secret fell into. They're the ones who forced second round. They were able to catch Myth off guard, and now, how does it feel now the shoe is on the other foot? There is a flank from the Astra. Unfortunately, the Killjoy utility has already anticipated this, and for Dubstep, if he wants to push, he's got to run into a crossfire, unless he's as quick as that.
Lightning fast. A couple of players are low. Oh, this is going to be doable. This is going to be doable, isn't it? Oh, goodness gracious me. You think Made in Thailand have a chance? Think again, because teams...
Be a fair bit of utility here, having to just cower in the corner, in which cornering bombard him with utility.
What? Why? How? What? Goodness me! I'm lost for words. Made in Thailand just simply made that possible. Team 6. No one really to find quick entries. Nightfall onto Wits here, trying his best to hold down that line, but obviously Kadoom will try and overwhelm the rest of them. Look to enter the site. Better's finding a trade. Kungarid is the player you want to fall from Team Secret.
Dubstep usually is the one who just kind of goes off and kills everyone, but what you find is if Dubstep dies, what next?
Made in Thailand are starting to find their groove now. Borkum out into the open, does get caught off. Dispenser's got a shorty, but they're not checking the corner, because why would you expect people to enter wide? Doesn't have space to go reload though, which means it's simply a trade onto the site they go, and it's simply given to them. But the rotations are already here from Team Secret, which means they'll want to go in for the fight straight away. The spike hasn't even gone down yet, but they want this space and fast. That's the flash drive, that's the push, those are the kills, and it's all down to Beta, all by himself. Finds the one, but it's Dubstep there to retaliate.
Absolutely.
Seen that, and it didn't really turn in their favor. Lockdowns on both ends, and Kadoom once more Oh, go straight for the lockdown and falls for the bait. The Spence on the sideline keeps Team Secret alive and on top. Rotations incoming, but it seems Team Secret are ready for it because look where JC Vash is. So far deep in that B-link position, and he's ready for it all. He can hear the commotion, he can hear the footsteps, and they're lined up for him! Two for him. The Spencer joins in. They pincer them in. They put them in the dirt, and it's all down to Alone Fills to try and hold on. Unable to do so, Team Secret are taking us to a third map.
Absolutely perfect. They really were struggling as they went into this map. We were worried that potentially Myth were able to take it 2-0, but no, Team Secret.
That onslaught, the rest of them, the only thing they've done is gain info, but it doesn't even matter because they know that there's two split onto the back end, so they're looking to take the fights. First in lamps, it is going to be Jace Vash getting the first one out of things. Beta gets taken out like a beta, and Kadoom is also on the case. Dubstep wants to bounce back from it, but we're still looking at a 2-1-3 and the spike being planted. It seems that Team Secret are on top.
Look at the HP of a lot of these players, though. It's all long Congal. 1 versus 3 Pavlos.
It's going to be a tough one, and Blind as a bat couldn't quite find his way out. Where Team Secret haven't placed too many forces in, but they do avoid it because they're scared of it. Might be a mind game here from Team Secret. As soon as the flash comes out, this is perfect from Dispenser. Does take a while. Vash falls, and now it's down to Dubset and Borkum. Is there a lineup in place? Is there an Incendiary? It's already diffused halfway, and doesn't seem the lineup is coming in time. Now it has, but do they have time here? 6 points of health, HP on Kungarid does mean that he'll end up falling.
Terrible. They've rotated to the wrong site at the wrong time. This is going to be such a hard retake.
What queue were they going off of? The Seekers, perhaps? Now they're looking to rotate back, but it seems like Kadoom can do it all by himself with Beta! These hand cannons are all they need! Sheriff!
See the confidence there with Kadoom going for such an early push with the Tour de Force by using the Tour de Force when you've already got Spectre in your back as well.
Seems like it's got a perfect stack up towards the B site. That Orbital Strike will cause Kungarid to get out into the open. Not sure if they check this cubby corner, but this could be a clear opportunity. What? A collateral for Kadoom! Quickly show him. It's just
nah, don't worry about that.
Right? Who cares about that? Very aggressive push coming out with the shares. Oh, imagine if they get a win like this. That's an extra vandal for them. Now they got 3 of them. One gets shut down quickly after that. Upset with a showstopper, 70 points of health. He nearly killed his teammate, by the way. Nearly. That's the important word there, and the shorty in the smoke. This game is not how things should be going. There's a disturbance in the force. And quickly someone needs to stabilize it.
The Nightfall going out as well means that Team Secret know that suddenly they've got a really strong grip on this round. If Myth want any hope here, they need a kill, they need it quick. The Seekers are being deployed, so Myth are going to commit to the retake, but they need to get a foothold in this site.
Well, they know at least there's one towards the left end. Guiding Light will be perfect. They do find the first opening, but Borum and JC Vash are able to bounce back right after that. Kungarid, all that remains a 1v3, an all-impossible 1v3, because Team Secret have done all that is required, locked that site, and it's just theirs. You need 5 keys to unlock it. And it's a nice colour, green, toxic green. Which basically what I guess I wanted to show is that it's fairly isolated. There's another Viper Spit now drawn out towards the hookah position. Beta does it all by himself. Kungarid is there as well to assist, because why not? Made in Thailand just look like they're having a field day. They're really enjoying this one, and they're looking to close up the gap even further. Third now, even though the spike goes down, it actually may not be a fake. It might just act as a lurk. Qualifier wants to spray down, not quite so accurate, finally getting the kill, but the spike does go down. So much damage. Maybe that's what Team Secret were looking for, just that spike plant. But they may be getting some extra things out of that as well. Poison Cloud to give him some space, maybe to find a Vandal. Seekers utilize. That's also a way to made in Thailand, considering Team Secret's weaker buy. But that Judge can also do wonders if challenged with at the right distance. And the fact that they've got the lamps position all covered. Borkum, what? A double kill with a frenzy. Bucky comes into play, but the rifles seem to have the better hand here. They can just start the defuse, and Dubster, there's nowhere he can go. The Painters will do just a little bit of damage, but not enough to find the closer. Oh
my God!
Does he find the time? He does not. The defuse comes in, but goodness was that close.
Oh my.
Or the showers angle, look at the fight coming forwards. Borkum, no, he anticipates it. Perfect read from Team Secret, and wanna fly with the rotation coming in from Spawn. Also wants to join in. Kadoom, also Operator in hand. Everybody's winning these trades, man, from Made in Thailand. They're feeling it. But there's 3 left for Team Secret, and it's not all over. Especially when Beta is there to stop you. Beta wants more. But the opponent, with also B starting with his name, can hold on for a little bit longer. Diffuse halfway, Orbital Strike, and nobody dies. Wanna fly is low, though. Replenish just a little bit more. Wits has got his gun out. Kadoom draws out the headhunter, and it's a draw. It's a duel. And it's Borkum to come out on top. A quadra for Borkum.
What's the follow-up?
Alan Fields can only do damage with that showstopper. Dubstep wants to do better, but he does not. He says, hold my beer, I'll do better here. But he ends up dying instead, and it's Team Secret, though, that come out on top of all of that. The only 3 players remaining are the ones that were holding off on the other side of the map, and I think they may be too far to their depth. Nightfall drops upon them, and they're holding very deep possessions onto this site. Very tough for Made in Thailand to scramble themselves out of this, especially when there's still util in the bag for Team Secret to take place, stopping them. They're inching forwards though, and Beta's able to initialize his attack. Kungarid has a space to move into. Beta, what have you done? 2 kills for him, but there's a crossfire setup. Witz tries it, and he gets through. Witz with all 3. Team Secret on 6. Very difficult to do. While Kadoom has been on his comfort zone on the defense so far on this chamber. Alone Fields onto the sideline. They're just stopping them little by little. Spike now up into the open, and they know exactly what to do. Just hold that ground. Looking to hold down Hookah as well. As Team Secret are going to utilize the Viper's Pit to attempt the drop, but damage is thrown to them. Hot lead to their bodies. But some of them survive. Dubstep barely though, barely standing. Bleeding all over.
Even though this Viper's Pit's strong, they still haven't got control of the spike.
Oh.
And about that Viper's Pit,
W key without that shift key. No.
10 seconds left.
And they jump down.
Yep, that's
and
it.
they get spotted. And they get no kills. It's Kadoom to do so. And the hypothetical 6-6 scenario I gave you before, Crema.
Little real, because the action's on with a fast hit up the line.
Yeah, no, it's actually very, very quickly. A Dubstep very quick to adapt to this. Dubstep is all by himself. Nobody cares to check that corner. And this could be a really good start for Team Secret. Kadoom looks to put himself on the board, but they haven't really gained any space.
Kadoom knows that there's a player on this close angle. They just don't know how easily this fade can be caught out. They see the blinding light coming, able to avoid it though.
I mean, they've stopped pushing, so Team Secret might be questioning whether they are commencing to this play, but JC Bash is exciting, but I think it now comes into fruition where the one team can actually put this to the test. Often it's the ability of their composition to be played out on the attack. The attack side was actually, I think, the weakest of the 2 for Myth on Ascent. And therefore, we'll be seeing the same here. Will be just a question of time.
Crucial actual opening there from Beta to be able to shut down Dubstep. One of the heavy hitters for Team Secret. There's no there's no follow-up. Pavlos, that was quick. I think the Viper's the main one to watch out for here.
The lineup fairly straightforward. It kind of holds off the push over to Lance, but it seems that the Spencer doesn't really care. They push through it. They get the first 2 kills. Beta looking to hold it back, but there's not much time. They don't really have the comfort to get that spike down because there's an incendiary there, and they've got no Lamps control. This is very dangerous. This is a really good adaptation from Team Secret to try and get themselves back into it, but they do line up for Alone Fields. They do line up in a way that he can get both of them, and that means that Myth come out on top. Well, Trailblazer will be spotting out at least one on the left. Prowler will be thrown right up them and sees, the aggression is incoming, and Witz is on site already. That's a double kill now. Kadoom, it was also getting one, looking to push by, but the long push has been stopped by Amir Sky Smoke. Witz has yet to be tested a second time. Kungarid opens things up, gets a double through the wall as well, and might be opening up the chances for Myth. Kungarid is no more though, as Team Secret have got a line to work with, and it is
Your trail.
Absolutely right. Seeker's going to come out now. Alone Fizz is going to spot out the first couple of players. However, it's a very slow rotation actually from Myth to capitalize off of this.
looking move in here onto the push. Jesse Bash first in contention, first kill, wanna fly, quickly trading it back up, but Borom on the sideline still gets shot.
I love that so much. That was about to be the Viper's Pit. You see how it instantly gets cancelled? They change their mind, they realise actually we can do this without, and it may be something that punishes them.
Snakebite gets a kill, and he gets the kill with his gun as well. Concussed, Witz! Oh, he's feeling it! And it's Kadoom now in a one-on-one. Witz now eliminated, enough of him. And then we're looking at a duel, wall enabled. Give him space to defuse halfway, or Pros do not fake.
Oh no!
Freaking do not fake!
God!
And that is a win for Team Secret. Kadoom gets played!
Your opponent's now just 2 away from taking that victory. Showstoppers and Tour de Force comes out. There's the opening, and there's the change of pace.
Wow! You said it perfectly. That's the change of pace. That is where Myth said, enough of the shenanigans. We're going in. We're giving you a taste of your own medicine.
How do you like it, Team Secret? How do you like me now? And with a flank kind of undenied by the Rays. Team Secret, remember, they have been winning rounds, but they've been dying in the process. Their own economy isn't in a pretty spot right now.
That's a really good kill here from JC Vash because it puts Team Secret back in contention. Considering also Dubstep was on the back line. doesn't get charged by the trademark, or does it? Kadoom is there and waiting for it. Perfectly done. Oh, but misses the first shot. No, the second one will do. And it's Jesse Vash all by himself. Needs a wondrous clutch here towards Hookah, but the rotation, look how quick it is. They're already heading towards the spawn side. Viper's Pit enabled, all but a strike to deny the placement, and no feels dies. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, and that means Myth is at a big disadvantage. How will they get the spike down? They've got some space control, they've got an orbital strike, but there's no more Viper's Pit, there's no more cover, and there's even a rotation from Team Secret over to B site, so they don't even have the option of TPing over. All looks lost by Myth. Everything done right by Team Secret.
It's perfect.
They haven't quite gone for the push just yet, even though all these ultimates fall. They haven't found the space or comfort to get pushing. Orbital Strike will be utilized to find some space. But JC Vash here's his own space. He says, I'm just going to walk forward. I'm going to shoot you down. This is my space. This is my room. This is my map and series. And they take Myth down. Team Secret are your victors, everybody.
It was by no means easy, Team Secret. They had to pull on every single trick in the book.